Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with a custom design video and what you see behind me is what we're going to be working on. The final result in this video will be the one to the left of me, and the one on the wall is just a different variation of what you can do with the just rough shell of this custom design. I'm very excited. This has been a really fun video to make. I've been getting very inspired by a lot of new custom designs, so hopefully you guys like it. So here we are starting off. I went ahead and started off with the basic initial primary color palette that they give you when you start a new design in the Pro Design. So that's why I'm starting with these sort of very bright colors, just so it's a little bit easier for you guys to see what I'm doing. And if you guys need to, you can always slow down the video as well. I know I had a lot of comments on one of my last videos saying that I was going too fast, but you guys can slow down the video using the settings in YouTube if you need to do that. But here I am creating sort of the neckline of the dress. Technically this is like an overall dress with a shirt underneath it with a tiny little bow tie at the collar. So that's what the red and orange is right there. But here I am doing the outline of the overall. So yeah, basically this is it. You can go ahead and use any type of color palette that you would like to. I do show the color palette I use personally to finish this design off. And yeah, as soon as we're done with just the basic outer shell, we are going to go ahead and change some of the colors. And then we're going to also go ahead and copy this design over to the back, so we're not doing double the work. But you guys will see that in just a second. And right here at the bottom, I am just doing a very simple sort of zigzag stitch towards the bottom. I just wanted to make it a little bit more interesting, so that's what that is at the bottom. And this green color that I'm using is just going to be sort of a shadow for the trim of the overall dress, so keep that in mind for whenever you're changing the colors later. And here we go, this is where we start changing some of the colors, but I will be kind of messing around with the colors a lot, so if you want to, you can pause the video and look at the exact color palette that I'm using. But honestly, you are probably just better off playing around with the colors on your own. Do whatever you'd like. There's really no rules to custom designs. You don't have to use the exact colors I'm using, but if you need to, you can always pause the video, look at the hue, the vividness, and the brightness, and copy it that way. Also, the hue, vividness, and brightness sliders at the top do take up a lot of room, so you can't really tell the color changes that are being made directly on the pattern, but if you look to the mannequin to the left, it kind of helps you look at what the colors look like together. So that's kind of what I was doing, just referencing the mannequin to the left, and I ended up choosing very brown colors, very earthy tones, but like I said, you can use whatever colors you would like to wear. So now that I am done with the color changing, I'm going to go ahead and start a pretty simple plaid pattern on this design. So what you want to do is take the 2x2 pixel and start making lines 2 squares away from each other. The only exception is this one in the middle. I was trying to use a symmetry tool to make it a lot easier, so that one is a little bit off, but you can't really tell in the end. So basically what I'm doing is just making lines 2 squares away from each other. So like I said, the one in the middle does have 3 on either side. That's the only difference. The rest of them are all 2 squares away from each other. And now what I did here is I used another color, just like this hot pink color, to make squares on every other line where they intersect. And then I'm using a blue color to fill in the other boxes that were left behind. So basically I'm just doing a different color on every other line. So that might be a little bit confusing, but if it is, just look at the pattern and then just copy that. It just helps it look a little bit more interesting. You can use different colors, so it's not just 2 solid colors. And here I'm just changing the color of the blue and the pink boxes, and you can tell what I mean. They are 2 different colors, very similar, but it does make the overalls look a little bit more interesting. So that's why I did that. I really like the way it came out. I like that one of them is a little bit more of a reddish tone, and the other one is just browner, but I really like the way it turned out. So once you're done with this, we're going to go ahead and fix a little bit around the straps like you just saw there, and I am playing around a bit with the colors again, but I realized it looked a lot better like this. And then I am also just fixing up those little squares at the bottom, making sure they are filled in with the colors that correlate with those lines. Alright, so now that you're basically done with this, do not worry, you're not going to have to do this 2 times in a row. What you're going to do is go down to the swap and copy section and basically just hit Y and copy it over to the back side. Do not do this pattern twice. You do not have to do that. Save yourself the time and just make sure that you are just copying it over, and you're going to want to select the copy and flip option because it will help the zigzag line at the bottom of the overalls line up a little bit better. And so now what I'm doing here is I'm just fixing the color on the back, and I'm going to adjust the overall on the back so it's not so low, I guess is what I mean. Basically I'm just raising it up a little bit so that it looks better and just cuter. You know, you don't want to have like a really low opening on the back, so I'm just fixing it up, and then I'm just fixing the pattern as well and adding those 3 squares near the middle line, the only one that's like that, and then just fixing up the pattern on the back. So that's what I did there, and then yeah, that's all you have to do. Do not make that pattern twice. I swear you'll have to do it 1 time. And now that I'm done with this, we're going to move on to the sleeves. The sleeves were a little tricky to work with. I did mess up a little bit, so make sure you're not copying it directly from this section. In hindsight, I should have edited it out, but but you know, now we're here, so ignore what's happening right now. What's going to happen is that I am going to actually move the pattern up a little bit because I forgot to add a thick line at the bottom for the end of the sleeve. So what you see at the bottom is still right. You will add a pixel on every other square, but what we're going to do is just use the moving tool on the right side. We're going to drag the design up, and then we're going to take the same color from the collar. And the way I do that is using the dropper tool. You can see at the very top right, it is the left trigger and right trigger. You press them both at the same time, and whatever color your pencil is on, it will copy that color. So you don't have to go through all of the different color options at the top. But now this is the correct pattern, so you can copy this now. But yeah, this is basically just like a little shadow for the sleeves, just like I said, to make it look a little bit more interesting and not as plain. And yeah, make sure you're not doing it twice. Just flip it and copy, put it on the other sleeve, and you're basically done. That is about it. I hope you guys like this design. And right there is the original color palette that we used. So like I said, just start off with that color palette to make the design first and then change all of the colors. It'll be 100 times easier for you to copy it. And then I just named it Forest, just to be cute. And that's what it looks like on. We're going to change the outfit, but I am very happy with the way it came out. Let me know if you want me to make more designs. I've been having a really good time making them. I think you guys like custom designs. And yeah, I just added a little skirt underneath. Since this technically is a coat design, it won't show up under the dress custom designs. It'll be like a shirt. So I'll make sure you're wearing something underneath. And there is the design. I love the way it came out. Alright, so you've spent a long time on this custom design. Let me show you how you can make the most of this. What you're going to do is use Y to copy it over onto a new slot, and what you're going to do is just open it back up as if you were changing it, and instead of selecting the coat, select the sweater. As you can see, it transfers over beautifully. This is the exact same design you used for the coat design. It's just on a sweater, and it looks super cute. You can also use this to change the colorway of the design. So what I'm doing is doing the same thing, copying it over, opening it back up to change the design, selecting the code again. And what I'm going to do is use the eyedropper tool in the top right. As you can see, you use the left and right trigger to select any color, and I'm just changing the hue to a green. This is an awesome way to make different variations of one custom design. You might see this a lot when you go to maybe like your favorite custom design creator on the kiosk. They have different variations of their custom design. This is how you do it. You don't have to make an entirely new design using different colors. Simply copy it over and change the colors. This is such a good way to get the most out of one single custom design. Alright, now I'm going to do the same thing over again. I'm going to show you what it looks like on a shirt piece of clothing first. I didn't like the way it looked that much, so I didn't save it, but this is what it looks like. It still looks really cute, but what I'm actually going to do is open it back up, and I'm going to show you what it looks like on a dress. This is originally a coat design. You put it on one of these cute dresses, and it looks amazing, in my opinion. I love it. And I'm just saving it again under the same name, and I think it looks adorable. So just because you're making one custom design pattern doesn't mean you only make one design. You can make so many, it's unlimited. And here I am just making a cute design or a cute outfit out of this one design, and I just love it. So I hope you guys love it as well. Let me know if you recreate it, please. If you do recreate it, please credit me. All of my social media is in the description, so I hope you guys love it as much as I do. Seriously, I had such a good time making this video. And if you liked it, please consider liking the video, leaving a comment on what was your favorite variant of the custom design, and any suggestions you have for future videos, I would love to hear it. And I'm also on Twitch basically every night streaming, so if you're looking for more Animal Crossing content, catch me over there. But thank you guys again for watching the video. I hope you guys liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!